this is all about just have fun with us. That's the way it's set up this way. A couple of years ago, we did a similar show, and we actually did it on Festivus. And it was Festivus for the rest of us, as people remember. Right? This year, Festivus is, anybody know the date? 16. December 23rd is scheduled as Festivus. If you don't know the history and meaning of Festivus, I invite you to go Google it. You will see the history from Seinfeld. Thank you for coming. I know the weather has taken a real turn in terms of a little freezing rain and so forth. Thank you those who brought some appetizers, brought some desserts. We will have the appetizers after Act 1, and we will have the dessert and coffee at the end of the show, and we can all relax and hang out and talk and chit-chat for as long as you want. We are really happy for you to be here. We do ask you to turn off your ringers on your cell phones. What I usually say is also turn up your hearing aids. We've scheduled it this way for those that brought their own libations with them. The show will get better the more you imbibe, for all of us. As you will notice, we're called Acting Up. If you're not familiar with Acting Up, we meet once a month. We love to have new people join us. We read scripts, chat with each other, do little bits, dig up some jokes, and generally have a good time. And every year to 2 years, we collect enough scripts and pieces that we think would put a show together and be fun to do. We do a lot of comedy, and every once in a while we throw in a few serious pieces as well, because we have some people who are more cultured than certainly I am. So, without further ado, why don't we get the show going?
Here are Bertie Wurst, Dom Nasto, and Edna Stone in Marmouche. The setting is an upscale French restaurant in New York City. Waiters are hovering to ensure the customer is satisfied.
Excuse me, garçon.
Oui, madame. Oui, how was your soup?
My soup has a fly in it.
No.
Yes.
Mon Dieu, a fly. Ooh, la 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 la. There he is. I see him. He's looking at me.
Yes.
Indeed, madame. I am at a loss. Who is your waiter?
I don't know.
Jacques.
Yes, madame. How is your soup?
My soup has a fly in it.
No.
Oui.
Outrageous! Madame, did you ask for a fly in your soup?
Huh?
It's most distressing. No, I did not ask for one.
No.
It is not fly soup?
No.
Who is your waiter?
I don't know.
Well, we'll kill him.
His waiter must die.
No, not the waiter.
Point him to me.
Him.
I will tear him limb from limb.
No, don't do that.
He will pay for this fly with his life. No?
No. I'd rather you didn't. After all, it's just a fly.
Certainly, of course. Mouche.
Nay, oui, just a fly. Today, just a fly. Tomorrow, a ball of hair. A wad of chewing gum. The next day, a human head.
The line must be drawn.
I don't want to make trouble.
Nonsense.
Absurd.
Madame, the customer is always right.
Right?
Oui, Solomon.
We will simply kill your waiter. Problem solved.
May I just have another bowl of soup?
Of course.
The soup is not the issue.
Obviously.
The issue is the fly.
Exactamente. The fly must die as well.
Pierre, are you insane? A poor defenseless creature merely trying to keep warm, and you suggest we end his existence?
Oh, madame, I missed the point.
Obviously.
Can you forgive me, madame?
Of course.
Stupid, stupid!
The fly is an innocent.
Obviously, a babe in
The fly has been duped.
Duped.
It is a pawn in this devilish plot.
in the woods. Whee!
Yes, yes, poor fly, poor fly.
Ah, poor fly.
You have now a bond
A kinship.
Yeah?
with the fly whose life you have saved.
Exactly. May I offer you a jar? I can poke petite holes in the jar for your fly.
I don't want this fly.
Oh, of course not, silly.
What would I do with a fly?
Well, you have saved his life, madame, in some cultures, but I overstepped my bounds.
Always read. Always read. Is that right?
Pardon, madame. We can certainly make arrangements for this fly. You needn't be your concern. Do not think again of this fly.
Oh, thank you.
Diane, be assured, this fly will live out his days in comfort.
In comfort of soup.
You idiot.
Sorry.
All I want is another bowl of soup.
Madame, what have you ordered for your next course?
Oh, the souffle.
Ooh la la la, the souffle.
Magnifique.
Absolutement. Like you have keys gone to heaven.
Yeah, I assume, madam, that you did not order any flies.
You may assume that, yes.
Is that a no?
Most definitely a no.
Pierre, s'il vous plaît, inspect madame's souffle. Do the sweet.
Of course.
This souffle will have no flies, madame.
Okay, what I most desire,
You have a desire, madame?
yes,
You need only ask.
a soup, please, one without a
Of
fly.
course. Would you like your soup returned to its original fly-free condition? Or
Oh.
if you will permit me, I can remove the fly unharmed, of course.
Why would I? Are you saying?
The souffle will have no flies.
Excellent, Pierre.
I have seen to it. The chef is upset.
Upset? I don't want to upset the chef.
Nonsense. It is your right to upset the chef. You have a grievance. Don't concern yourself with the chef, madame. He is insignificant.
As insignificant as
Perhaps I should kill him.
I don't wish for you to kill anybody. Not the waiter, not the chef, not even the fly.
Oh, madame, you have the heart of a saint.
Thank you.
Why on earth would I kill the fly?
You forgive them all?
Incroyably.
To forgive is...
Yes, very well,
To
thank you.
forgive is...
Bovine.
No, sublime.
Ah, oui, sublime. Merci, madame. How silly of me. A cow is not sublime.
No, I don't think that's it.
Pierre, you contradict the custom.
Oh, not at all. Does not sound correct. To forgive is sublime?
Absurd. It is not sublime to forgive.
Ah, yes, of course.
I will kill you.
Please, garçon.
Oui, madame.
This is outrageous, unbelievable.
But of course.
And the fly has flown away.
What?
You stupid. You have scared away madame's fly.
Speak, madame.
Unless he has sunk to the bottom.
Oh, allow me. The fly is gone.
Of course the fly is gone, because you are too loud. You are a loud, sweaty man, and this fly is gone. Of course, he has flown the coop. His petite wings heavy with soup.
My soup is cold now.
Oi, incroyable, this is not cold soup.
It's shameful.
Madame, would you agree that this soup should not be cold?
Yes. No, it's not supposed to be a cold soup.
Very well, Pierre.
Right
What are you waiting for? A fresh bowl of piping hot soup for the lady.
away.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait. Madame, would you like your soup piping hot?
Piping?
Scalding, fiery, blistering?
Well,
Peut-être lukewarm, tepid, so you don't burn your petite tongue.
I don't want to burn my tongue, but I don't want to take a bath in it.
As the fly has.
True.
Say no more, madame. Your soup will be perfect.
Oui.
Pierre, tout est sweet.
Oui.
And Pierre,
Oui.
sans la mouche.
Without a fly.
Here are Sandy Siegel and Charlie Stone as our old pals Lucy and Desi. Sitting with a children's book between them, Desi struggles with the oddities of the English language.
Here, honey, I'll show you what I mean. Now, you take this book and pretend our child has come to you and said, Daddy, read me a good night story.
Okay,
There you are, Daddy.
thank you. Let's see. Once upon a time, in the woods, lived a peasant. He was a good man with a noble heart. He spent his time in the forest cutting down boges from the trees.
Wait, just a minute. What is this boges?
Boges, look, right there.
That's vows.
Bough? B-O-U-G-H is bough?
Right.
Oh, that bough, what a bough. He spent his time in the forest cutting down boughs from the trees. Cutting wood all day made his hands strong and round. One day,
Wait. That's rough.
rough, spelled the same way as the other? Rough, R-O-U-G-H.
That's right. That shows how little you know about the English language.
Boy, so I made a little mistake. Made his hands strong and rough. He cut wood so fast that by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the day's work was rough. When the
Shakespeare.
Through?
Through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H is pronounced through.
Through. Well, that's what I always say. Now, stop picking on me, will you? You're getting me all confused. Back to the book. His day's work was through. It started to rain on the way home, and he got so wet that his nose became red and developed a hacking cool. Well, I know it can't be cow.
It's cough.
Cough. That did it. I've had enough. Or should I say, enough.
No, enough.
The legend you are about to hear is true. Only the needle has to be changed to protect the innocent. Record.
This is the countryside. My name is St. George. I'm in night. Saturday, July 10th, 8:05 p.m. I was working out of the castle on the night watch when a call came in from the chief. The dragon had been devouring maidens. Homicide. My job. Slam. You call me, Chief?
Yes, it's the dragon again, devouring maidens. The king's daughter may be next.
You got a lead?
Nothing much to go on. Say, did you take that 45 automatic into the lab for them to look at?
Yeah, you were right.
I was right.
It was a gun. 8:22 p.m. I talked to one of the maidens who had almost been devoured. Excuse me, can I talk to you, ma'am?
Who are you?
I'm St. George, ma'am. Homicide, ma'am. I want to ask you a few questions, ma'am. I understand you're almost devoured by a dragon. Is that right?
It was terrible. It breathed fire on me. He's hurt me already.
How can I be sure of that, ma'am?
Believe me, I got it straight from the dragon's mouth.
11:45 p.m. I rode over to the King's Highway. I saw a man, a woman. I stopped to talk to her. Pardon me, ma'am. Can I talk to you, ma'am? Just for a minute, ma'am.
Sure, I don't mind.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a knave.
Didn't I pick you up on a 903 last year for stealing tarts?
Yeah, what do you want to make a federal case out of it?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am. We heard there's a dragon operating in the neighborhood. We just wanted to know if you've seen him.
Sure, I seen him.
Could you describe him for me?
What's to describe? You see one dragon, you've seen them all.
Would you try to remember, ma'am? Just for the record, ma'am. We just want to get the facts, ma'am.
Well, he was, you know, he had orange polka dots.
Yeah?
Purple feet, breathing fire and smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and one big bloodshot eye right in the middle of his forehead. And like that.
Notice anything unusual?
Well, he was just a run-of-the-mill dragon, you know.
Yes, ma'am. You can go now.
Hey, by the way, how you gonna catch him?
I thought you would never ask. A dragon neck. 3:05 p.m. I was riding back to the courtyard to make my report to the lab when it happened. It was the dragon.
Hey, I'm the fire-breathing dragon. You must be St. George, right?
Yes, sir.
I see you got one of those new 45 caliber swords.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
You slay me.
That's what I came here to talk to you about.
What do you mean?
I'm taking you in on a 502. You figure it out.
What's the charge?
Devouring maidens out of season.
Out of season? You'll never pin that rap on me. Do you hear me, cop?
Yeah, I hear you. And I got you on a 412, too.
412? What's a 412?
Overacting. Let's go.
On September the 5th, the dragon was tried and convicted. His fire was put out and his maiden-devouring license revoked. Maiden-devouring out of season is punishable by a term of not less than 50 or more than 300 years.
Now, some of you may remember that piece originally done by Stan Freberg. The flip side of it, anybody remember the flip side of the album?
That's the
It was there, the flip side of the record? Little Blue Riding Hood. Similar kind of takeoff. It was really very good. And you may hear it sometime in the future. You don't know. We had Bernie, Tom, Sandy, Gail Daly, and Gloria Stewart in that piece. The next skit is performed by Sandy Epstein and Betty Rivera. It's called Chocolate. I kept calling it Chocolates. They said, no, we want to call it Chocolate. The scene opens with a detective is about to question Mrs. Colby.
So, you have no idea where your husband is?
No idea, not a clue. He could be anywhere.
When was the last time you saw your husband, Mrs. Colby?
Well, let's see. This is Thursday. It must be, about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Yes, it was right after the harvest moon. Because I remember saying, "Look, Clive, it's the harvest moon." And he didn't answer. I was a little miffed at the time. And now I realize he wasn't even there. It just goes to show you, you shouldn't jump to conclusions.
So, Mr. Colby has been missing for 2 weeks and you never reported this fact to the police?
Yes, we were playing the parrot and the cow.
I see.
So naturally, he was jumping around on the furniture, scratching the blinds, even broke one of my best lamps. It was very comical, and yet profoundly erotic.
I see.
Would you like a muffin, detective?
Oh, no, thank you. Now, Mrs. Colby, we checked on some of your credit purchases in the last 2 weeks and discovered a bill from Home Depot for a load of mixing cement, which was delivered to this address. 40 sacks of cement, to be precise.
40 sacks. Yes, that sounds about right.
On the face of it, that's a lot of cement, Mrs. Colby.
Well, I can explain that. You see, I make bird baths as a hobby.
Bird baths.
Yes, I design my own bird baths, molds, I mix the cement personally, pour it in, let it set, and voila.
I didn't notice any bird baths in your backyard.
Oh no, I give them all away to friends, passers-by. For me, the joy is in the creation.
What I did notice out behind the garage was a very large cement plot, about 3 feet by 6 feet, which appeared to be quite freshly laid.
Yes, well, that's all the excess cement. There are so many false starts in bird bath construction, you have no idea.
Apparently not.
I eventually intend to build a shrine to St. Anthony.
Oh, I see.
Could I get you some sardines, Detective?
Oh, no, thank you. Now, forgive me for pointing this out, but it's my job to pick up on any discrepancies. And there appears to be a large shovel tucked behind the couch over there.
Oh, yes.
Now, am I to assume that that's the customary spot for heavy garden tools?
No, not for the most part. But I use that particular shovel to clean off the cobwebs that accumulate in the vestibule.
Most people would use a broom for that purpose.
Well, yes, most people would, but all the more fools they.
Well, I have observed that on the whole you do keep a very tidy home, Mrs. Colby,
Why, thank you, Detective.
which makes that stain on the carpet there all the more conspicuous.
Oh, is there a stain?
Yes, right there. It looks for all the world like dried blood.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
But I take it it's not.
Oh, my stars, no. It's chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yes, we had a box of Godiva chocolate lying around here for the longest time, and then one day, about 2 weeks ago, I just dipped into them and I couldn't stop. I must have dropped the praline on the floor. I was wondering what happened to it.
Excuse my presumption, ma'am, but that doesn't look like Godiva chocolate.
Oh, but it is. Look, see? It's still retaining its rich, decadent flavor. Would you like some?
No, thank you. But when I say it doesn't look like Godiva chocolate, I'm referring to the fact that it looks more like, how shall I say this? Nestle's?
I beg your pardon?
In the course of my various investigations over the years, I've had occasion to make a comparative study of the grades and qualities of foreign and domestic chocolates. This has a decidedly processed milk chocolate look, Mrs. Colby. How do you explain that? Or can you?
Well,
Yes?
You've caught me out, Detective. I should have known better than to try to hoodwink a man of your acute versatility. Yes, it's a Kit Kat bar. My secret is out. I eat commercial, candy store, chocolate. On the sly. All of the girls in the country club know about this. I am so embarrassed.
Well, there, Mrs. Colby. Don't be so hard on yourself. Many a decent citizen will resort to lies and prevarications when social pressures come to bear. Needless to say, this will be our little secret. No, it will go no farther than this room.
I'm so grateful, Detective. You're a man of rare delicacy.
Yes, I suppose I am. Well, I guess everything else checks out. Thank you for your time, ma'am. But one more thing.
Yes?
game you mentioned, the parrot and the cow?
Yes,
Does it have to be a parrot?
no. The species are flexible, so long as the usual rules apply. You could be a snake, or a duck, or what you will.
I see. Well, we'll be in touch. Bye.
This is a scene from the Neil Simon play, Lost in Yonkers. It is a departure from our usual comedic style. Gail Daly and Ava Vida are mother and daughter, starting to resolve a difficult, lifelong relationship. Bella is a middle-aged woman who, though somewhat developmentally challenged, wants more in her life. Her elderly mother, a bitter person due to terrible experiences with war and the deaths of 2 young children, has always been protective of her other children by being severely restrictive. She has been hardest on Bella because of Bella's intellectual limitations.
Hello, Mama. It's chilly in here. Look. Here's a nice cup of cold tea. And I brought you coffee cake, too, from Grossman's. Yummy. You don't have to talk, Mama. I know you're angry at me.
Are you home for good, or is this just a visit?
I don't know. I mean, that's why I came to talk to you.
Like you talked to me the night you left without a word.
No, Mama, I am not crying, no. Though I know that you're angry at me, and it's not because I'm afraid to cry. It's because I'm empty inside, Mom. Like you are all the time.
How could you know how I feel?
You don't think I know anything, do you? You think I'm stupid?
No, you're not stupid.
Then what? Crazy? Is that what I'm
Don't use
crazy?
that word with me.
Why not? Are you afraid of it? Because if I am crazy, then I ought to be in an institution. And then you would be alone. You wouldn't like that. That's why you're afraid of that word.
Do you want to know what you are, Bella? You're a child. That's what the doctor said. Not crazy, not stupid. A child, and that's how I treat you. Because that's all you understand. You're not sick. You don't need to live in an institution. This is where you live. You can be watched and taken care of. You will always be a child, Bella, and in this world, there is so much hate and sickness and death, where nobody can live in peace, then maybe you're better off. Stay a child, Bella, and be glad that's what God made you.
Then why did he make me look like a woman? And feel like a woman inside me, and want the things that a woman wants? Why did he do that, Mama? Why? When I can do everything that a woman can do, except things like a woman. I get frightened and I get run away and I get confused. But if I'm a child, why aren't I happy like a child?
I'm not so smart to explain such things.
But I am smart, Mama. Maybe only as smart as a child, but some children are smarter than some grown-ups. Some grown-ups I know are very stupid and very mean.
You don't have responsibilities, Bella. And responsibilities is what makes you mean.
I don't want to be your responsibility. Then maybe you won't be so terribly mean to me.
Then who will be responsible for you? Yourself? That man you ran off with, who wants money from you? Who He wants other things from you, God knows what else. Things you could never know about. Stay the way you are, Bella, because you don't know what such feelings would do to you.
But I do, Mom. I know what those feelings, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because they happened to me. And they happened because I wanted them to happen. You angry at me?
You don't know what you're saying, Bella.
You mean, am I telling you the truth? Yes, I am telling you the truth. It's only that I was afraid to tell it to you all these years. Do you hate me now? Tell me.
You're so angry, so you tell me lies. I don't want to hear your childish lies.
You have to listen. You have to listen. When I was in school, I let the boys touch me. And the boys I met in the park, and the ones I met in the movies, and even in the store here. When we went upstairs to sleep, I would sneak down and let them in. And not only boys, men too.
Stop this, Bella. You don't know what you're saying. You dream these things in your head.
I needed somebody to touch me, to hold me, to tell me I was pretty. You never did, Mama. You never did. Those men did, yes, but I knew what they wanted. I didn't believe them. Only John. He was the only one. He's like me, that's why. He was the only one I ever felt safe with. That's why I ran away. I thought that for once I could be happy. I even brought him the $5,000 for the restaurant, so maybe he would have the courage to run away from home too.
It's just something else you dreamed up. Where would you get $5,000?
Is this a dream, Mama? Is this a dream? Here's the money. Here's the money. And I know you're very, very angry. I know.
Where did you get this? Where did you get this? Did you steal this from me? You know where I keep my money. Nobody else but you. You thief! You steal from your own mother, you thief!
That's right, hit me, Mama, hit me. Crack my head open and then I'm going to be crazy and stupid the way you always think I am.
Get out of my house. Go live with your thief friend. You want the rest of the money? Go take it. It won't last long. You'll have to steal some more.
I don't want your money. You can have this too. You can have it. Louis gave it to me. This money took it out of this little black satchel. The money keeps. How much he had, I don't know. I didn't ask him. Maybe he is a thief too. But he's my brother, and he wanted to help me. Thieves and sick little girls, that's what you have, Mama. It's not God who made them that way. It's you. We're alive, yes. But only that. It's your dead children who are the lucky ones.
No, don't say that. Please, God, don't say that to me, Bella.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Yes, you do. It's my punishment for being alive. For surviving my own children and not dying before them. Take Louis' money. I know what he is. He's been stealing since he was 5 years old. And his brother died. And I closed off. And I stopped feeling. go open your restaurant. Live your own life. If it's a mistake, let it be your mistake. If I've done wrong by you, then that's for me to deal with. That's how I've lived my life, and no one can change that for me, no one.
There is no restaurant, Mama. John is afraid of being a marriage businessman. He likes being an usher. He likes being in the dark all day, watching movies whenever he wants. That's the world he feels safe in. He doesn't want to get married. He just wants to live with his family. He knows they love him. And that is enough for him.
And maybe he's more lucky than you.
Maybe. But I can never stop wanting the things that I don't have. And that is what we have to deal with now, Mama. You and me. And it can never be the same. Oh, don't look for me in the morning, Mama. I am going to go out to lunch with a new girlfriend. And then maybe I will try to get a job. People let me have jobs. Johnny has a job. I can cook, I can clean. I worked at the store. I'm going to have a life. My own life.
Here's Sandy and Bernie recreating a Bob and Ray skit, Wise Old Owl.
Hi there, boys and girls. Let's gather around for another session of fun and learning on Prodigy Street. I know how anxious you little kitties are to be smarter than your mommies and your daddies. But let's not waste another minute and find out what Mr. Wise Old Owl has to teach us today. I see you have your board already set up, Mr. Owl.
Yes, I sure do, Wally the Word Man. And today, boys and girls, we're going to learn a lot more about numbers by studying the numeral 1. First, I'm going to put a figure 1 on my Wise Old Owl blackboard. And right next to it, to help you to remember, I'm going to write the word 1. O-N-E.
Now, well, excuse me, Mr. Wise Old Owl, but I think the boys and girls should notice that the word 1 begins with that W sound that I was telling you about yesterday on Prodigy Street. But it isn't spelled with W. How about that?
Well, that's certainly interesting, Wally the Word Man, but today's lesson is about numbers. So I want all of you boys and girls to hold up one finger and count it.
But at first, kids, take a moment to notice 1. It should be pronounced own, but it always isn't, remember.
Pardon me, Wally the Word Man, but I don't think we should confuse the boys and girls with too many ideas at once here. And I just asked them to count a finger, and I'm afraid you got them off into something else.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wise Old Owl, but it's just that we were learning about the letter W yesterday, and I thought it would be a good point to bring this up while it was fresh in their mind. But that was all, so please, continue.
Thank you. Now, kids, hold up one more finger and count again. How many are there this time? That's right, 2. And I'm going to put the figure 2 on the blackboard. And right next to it, the word 2. T-W-O. And now I'm going to show you,
Well, look at here, boys and girls. Our old friend, the W, is peeking out between, in the middle of the word two.
Look, Wally, I really wish you'd knock it off with this letter W business. I'm trying to teach the kids some simple arithmetic.
Well, actually, that's not a very important thing to know. But the word two is unique in our language. See, kids, it's spelled as if it should be pronounced toi. But it isn't, remember.
Wally, nobody needs to know how it's spelled to do arithmetic. For all I know, Einstein couldn't spell it.
Well, I don't think our producer is going to be too happy to hear you implying to the boys and girls that Einstein was illiterate.
I didn't say that. I just mean it's completely beside the point. You don't have to be able to spell numbers to do arithmetic. It's irrelevant. Now, hold up another finger, kids.
Well, certainly, I don't consider any phase of the correct use of our language to be irrelevant. Anyway, I think you might be right out on your ear when the foundation that finances this show hears about what you said.
Why do you have to twist around everything I say? You English grammar smart alecks are always doing that. I got millions of kids out there holding up 3 fingers, waiting for me to tell them what to do next.
Well, I suppose you're just going to have them count their fingers again. So kids, count your fingers. Big deal.
Now, just hold on. Are you trying to make me look foolish in front of all these children?
I sure don't have to try very hard to do that.
Okay, Buster, if you're looking for a knuckle sandwich, you got one. Take that! Take that!
Time's up for today's lessons, kids. But join us tomorrow again on Prodigy Street.
You can stop holding your fingers up in the air now, boys and girls.
Wally, stop that. But remember to tune in tomorrow for more fun and learning, same time, same station on Prodigy Street. See you then, Mr. Wise Old Owl.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I don't know how many of you would admit knowing that. We've done it before. Before we take a break, I do want to make mention that this past year we lost one of our dear members. Our friend Dan Glicklick, who had been with Acting Up for many, many, many years and was in some of the greatest skits. Peggy's here joining us. And I do have to say that if you have a chance, if you go into the HOA website and you go into different activities and you get to Acting Up, there's a link that brings you over to YouTube and some of our earlier shows that we were smart enough to take. Were recorded and we uploaded them to YouTube, and you'd have a chance to see Dan. Did some brilliant, brilliant work along with your neighbor Dan Shannick. They were both characters in their own right, and we lost Dan a few years ago, Dan Shannick a number of years ago as well. So, why don't we use this time to take a break so you can go over and attack the delicious looking appetizers that are there, have some more drink, we'll take a break. I'm not calling tables. Did I screw something up? I'm not calling table numbers or whatever. It is just going to be mass chaos. So, please be polite, enjoy, leave something for everybody, and we'll see you, we'll see you in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I know we stand in the way of your dessert and coffee, which is a dangerous place to be. That's standing in the way from the food. Thank you all for bringing and bearing with our little design here, bringing hors d'oeuvres and desserts. We just thought it would be fun, and it gives a nice potpourri of tastes and flavors. I need to get into costume for the next piece, but Ellen's sitting there going, thank you for your patience, and we'll get the show on the road in 5 minutes. Hold on.
Marion, Bruce, Charlie, and Edna are the neighbors. Your is Arthur Bransdorfer of Skip's Director.
Most of us, at one time or another, go through the emotional stress of acquiring a house or an apartment to live in. We carefully evaluate the livability factors in its size, its location, its conditions, and so on. Unfortunately, there is one very important factor which we cannot evaluate until we move in, and that is the disposition of our future neighbors. Our relationship can vary from hate to love and everything in between. If we are lucky, they will be our friends and partners. If we are not, then they can turn our lives into a living nightmare. The skit you're about to see lives with such a situation. It was originally written as a short story, which I adopted, converted into a play, and directed. So, without any further delay, let me take you to an apartment in the city and its occupants, who are forcibly visited in the middle of the night by their neighbors from across the street with a very strange hobby.
Jack, open the door.
I'm open. Open it. Don't knock the door down. Come on, enter. Hello there. Hello there.
Hey, I'm Bob. This is my wife Nancy, and we live across the street, 2 floors up. And can we come in for a moment?
Why, yeah, I guess. I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack.
I'm Jack. And this is my wife, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
We live here. We live here, I think. Anyway, very nice to meet you.
Well, I told you it wasn't a sewing machine.
All right. You're right this time. But I told you the other day on Tuesday, they don't have an Encyclopedia Britannica.
Well, I never mentioned Britannica. All I said was encyclopedia, and that they're terrible snobs.
I can't believe we didn't record. In the future, we have to start recording our conversations.
Oh, yes,
to
indeed.
keep track of
Yes,
this.
indeed.
Well, I have an idea. Why don't we all sit down and discuss this and settle the argument like mature, responsible adults?
Why don't you take off your coat? Take off my coat. And so, what can we do for you?
Well, Bob, don't you have a good idea?
I have a good idea. I do. I see that, you need to understand, we live across the street up on the 5th floor, right? And I have, and we both have, some great binoculars with a lot of feedback.
Binoculars don't have feedback. I don't think so.
These do.
These have 20 power magnification. They're digital. They are just absolutely outstanding. We picked them up in Hong Kong last year.
Yes, and we can see the smallest detail in your apartment. So Bob, being the stubborn mule that he is, bet me that that object in the corner was a sewing machine. And I, of course, told him that I could clearly see a vase on top, so it was not a sewing machine. And I said to him, Bob, let's go over to them and see who's right.
Well, you did the right thing. That's the best way to settle an argument, particularly this argument. Any other problems?
Well, now that you mention it, you know the curtain, the one here with the flowered pattern in front of your, the one in front of your bedroom window?
Yeah.
We can barely see your toes.
Well, there's a draft there for the exhaust fan. Believe me, that's the only reason.
Now, listen, I'm not complaining. You know, you don't have to do anything around our consideration here. After all, it is your home.
Yeah, it's almost daylight. Why don't I serve some refreshments and we can continue this discussion later?
Hey, before,
I'll get something we can snack on.
you know, before we break for breakfast, before we break for breakfast, I just want to see, I'm dying to see if the red chewing gum is still there. Last night at the dinner party you had, when your wife got up to go into the kitchen, this handsome-looking guy looked around. He didn't. When nobody was looking, he took a piece of gum out and he stuck it underneath the table. It was red.
It was not red. It was yellow.
It was red.
Yellow.
You're both
red.
wrong. Whoa, you're both wrong. It was green. I removed it after the guests went home.
How nice, you can really see everything.
You see, we don't have television, and so we're always looking for local entertainment. I hope you don't mind.
Look, help yourself. It's almost morning. I can make us some breakfast.
Oh, hey, by the way, you better look out for the guy who comes over with the white t-shirt to go in and wash your windows. He goes into your bathroom and uses your deodorant.
You can see in our bathroom?
Oh, yeah, only when somebody's standing under the shower.
Oh my God, you can see in the shower?
Well, and also I want to warn you about, that heavy-set babysitter you have on Saturdays. When the kids go to bed, she's in your bed with the skinny little guy, the one with the glasses.
So, is the light adequate?
No, not bad. Not bad. Only the flower pattern curtain that we told you is a bit of a nuisance.
So sorry. So sorry.
You're having trouble.
And you know what? The light is not adequate either.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you why. Because when you're in bed, you can only see your contours. I mean, come on, give me a break. You can't even photograph them.
Oh, so sorry.
Permit me to apologize. The light is only for reading. We do a lot of reading in bed.
Yeah, we know. I know. All the same, sometimes we get quite furious about that, if you really must know.
Do you know what our favorite scene is?
No, I wouldn't even try to guess.
It's in the evenings when you go to your little Kathy to give her a goodnight kiss, a big slurpy kiss on her chubby little bottom. Oh, it's so cute. We had people from Canada last week, and you know what? They're interior decorators, so they should know, and they agreed it was the most poignant sight they had ever seen. I mean, really. But you know what? Bob over here, my husband, he wants to buy one of those Japanese microphones that you just point at the window and you can hear every conversation. And, well, we were going to do this, but we're waiting until we can find and pay for the best units.
You're absolutely. You're so right.
Yes.
One should never skimp on it.
Good, we are so glad, saltines, we're so glad we've had a chance to meet you.
Well, the pleasure is all ours.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, listen, I want you to take care of yourself, buddy. Watch your weight. You're getting a little punch. You don't want to look like me.
Oh, gee, thanks. I don't want to obstruct your view of my pleasure.
I do hope we'll be friends, not just neighbors.
Of course.
Stop in
Of course.
anytime.
I've been watching your house all the
Oh,
time.
I'm sure.
I'll let you know whatever is bad, okay?
Thank you. I need your help a lot now. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.
to meet you. Bye.
Oh, and the flowered curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
Well, we'll take care of it, of course.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
They are the nicest couple.
Now here's Sandy and Gloria as two patients waiting for appointments with their respective therapists. Please have a seat.
Sue?
Excuse me?
Your name is Sue, right?
It is.
Wow.
What?
So we're finally talking.
You are?
I mean, after all this time.
It's been a while now, I guess.
And it was just as easy as saying that one word, Sue. Who knew it would be that easy?
You know what? And please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not sure I like it that we're talking.
You don't?
I think no. I'm pretty sure I preferred it when we never spoke at all.
Damn, oh God. I crossed the line and you hate it.
I think you might have crossed a line.
I am sorry.
That's okay.
So I shut up now.
I think that would be for the best.
Gotcha. Right. I'll stop talking to you. I can do that. The end.
You know my name. Okay, that's a little weird.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, but it is.
Of course I know your name, Sue. Do you mind if I call you Sue?
Look, okay, I'll have you know I have mace in my purse.
Calm down. Take easy there. I know your name because your therapist has come through that door, stood there, smiled at you and said, Sue, every Monday night for the last 18 months, hello?
I didn't realize that you paid attention to that.
Of course I paid attention to that.
Huh.
But I wouldn't want to upset you anymore. And I wouldn't want you to mace me, so, as I said, the end.
I'm afraid I don't know your name.
Excuse me?
You remembered my name, but I don't know yours. I feel bad.
Well, that's because my therapist comes through the door, stands there, glowers, and says, it's time. He's the super strict, super scary Freudian.
Oh my God, he does seem scary. Is he German?
Oh my God, he is. We do the whole routine. I lay on the couch, she sits behind me, all very formal. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if he knows my name.
I bet it's Albert.
What?
Your name?
Albert?
Yeah, you just look like an Albert.
Ouch, that hurts.
Okay, you don't want to look like an Albert?
Oh no, no self-respecting man wants to look like an Albert.
Fine, I bet it's Herman then.
Double ouch.
Or Thaddeus.
Okay, you're not making any friends here, Sue.
Or Simeon?
Simeon?
I went to college with a guy named Simeon. I'm kidding. I always thought Simeon was like the meanest name ever.
Please, Simeon's parents should be in therapy.
For child abuse, thank you.
My name is David. Nothing exciting, but that's my name.
That's a nice name, please. My name is Sue, so I'm not the one to judge in the naming department.
It's nice to meet you, Sue.
Likewise, David.
So hold on. You've never really noticed me during all these months we've been waiting out here?
I never said I didn't notice you.
Because I sure noticed you.
You did?
Absolutely, lots.
Okay.
In fact, I spent the first couple of months trying to catch your eye over the magazines we were reading. I made a huge effort trying to do this.
That's what you were doing?
I was.
Because I swear I thought you either had astigmatism or a tic.
Are you serious?
You do this thing where you'd read your magazine, then lower it, then read it, then lower it, then read it, then lower it. It was hypnotic to witness out of the corner of my eye.
Okay, I'll be up front here. I have obsessive compulsive issues that I am dealing with during my sessions here.
Well, that explains so much.
I'm doing much better now with that stuff, I'm happy to say.
I'm glad to hear that.
Dr. Reifenschneider has me on a very mild antidepressant, a wonderful side effect of which is that it's wiped out that OCD stuff altogether.
Not entirely. You still do this thing where you run your finger back and forth across your lip while you read.
So you really have noticed me.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Sometimes. Now and then.
Okay, I don't mean to cross another line here, but now that we're talking, and since we only have who knows how many more minutes before one of our doctors walks through the door, I've also thought about you. Outside of this room, I'm talking now. I feel I should come clean about this.
You thought about me?
I have.
But why? Why would you do that?
Am I scaring you?
A little.
I'm sorry, it's just that I thought about what your life is like. I imagine you're a first grade teacher.
You have?
Yeah, I don't know, there's something about you, your demeanor, your scarf, the impeccably patient way you turn the pages of us. I could just see you reading Where the Wild Things Are to a class of screaming 6-year-olds and keeping your calm while children all around you pulled one another's hair and vomited.
That's, well, okay. I'll be upfront with you. In my sessions here, I've been dealing with the ways I push people, put walls up and push people away. And while part of me wants to run screaming into the night now that you've told me all this, or promptly change my sessions to Tuesdays, I won't. And I'll just say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And just so you can know, there's no need to worry about changing your therapy night because this is my final session with Dr. Reifenschneider. He's closing up his practice and moving to Vermont to spend his twilight years running this little candle shop. And I only wish I was making that up because that is just so Freudian. I mean, candles.
Oh my God.
So starting next Monday, I'll be seeing Dr. McBee down in the village. Dr. Reifenschneider says he's around my age and wears shorts in the summer. I'm looking forward to a change of pace.
I'm sure.
But I saw you sitting here tonight and I don't know, I just decided I had to say hello to you before I could say goodbye.
So,
I imagined you were a carpenter.
Oh my God, you did?
On several occasions.
A carpenter, holy crap!
This is very hard for me to say out loud. I'm also dealing with issues of trust and abandonment in my sessions. So you're really pushing all my buttons here tonight.
A carpenter! I'm sorry, that's the kind of thing guys dream about being mistaken for.
You have very strong forearms. And I could just tell you knew a clean line when you saw one. I imagine you designed and maybe made your own furniture, these very rough-hewn chairs and benches that you'd rub with linseed oil, while NPR played in the background.
I love NPR.
Oh my God, so do I! Car talk?
Please, I don't even have a car and I live and breathe by car talk.
Absolutely!
I imagine you lived in Chelsea.
And I imagine you lived up by Columbia.
And that you have a cat.
And that you have this enormous moose head thing left over from your college years.
And then I asked you out for coffee first, but things would move quite fast from there. We had dinner at Gramercy Tavern.
See, now I pictured Balthazar.
And we take buggy rides in Central Park.
And rollerblade there on weekends. I have never rollerbladed in my life.
And we'd move in together after about a year.
This very shabby loft out in Williamsburg.
With a very wheezy radiator, but we love everything about it, and we'd adopt a dog.
And join the local food commune.
And make casseroles.
And bake banana bread.
And have a kid or maybe 2 or 3 out in Williamsburg, wherever. I'm an accountant. I wish I were a carpenter, but I'm sorry, I'm so not.
I'm a marketing person at Publishers Clearinghouse. It's basically the devil's work.
And I live in this crappy walk-up in Spanish Harlem.
I live on Roosevelt Island. No one lives on Roosevelt Island. I do. What's that about?
And my name is Albert. I'm not kidding. I never tell anyone that my name is Albert when I first meet them because it makes the worst first impression ever.
And I have a boyfriend, a fiancé actually. We have issues of intimacy and respect, which is essentially why I'm here in couples therapy by myself. I'm terrified at the thought of marrying him. But this was so great, David. Albert.
Yeah, it was, Sue. It was.
Sue?
So wait, before you go, I just wanted to say goodbye.
Hello. Zero Visibility features Gail Daly and Marion Udo as two friends stranded in a car trying to parallel park during a major snowstorm.
What a disaster. Really. This is my whole freaking, not one person walking around here. In this weather, not one. I told you this was a bad idea to pick you up. I had a feeling.
I told you not to come.
No. You were throwing hints right and left. Who are you kidding?
I specifically told you not to come get me.
You know, sometimes people say things just to say it when they really mean the opposite. You are one of those types. You are the master of guilt tripping.
I am not a guilt tripper.
Oh, please. You always get what you want. It's in those little pauses you take. It's like you know exactly when to talk, what to say, and when to not say a word.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. I should have listened to my gut. It was crying out not to get you. And I did it anyway, so yay for me.
Oh, you're just angry.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Of course I'm angry because you always get me into a mess.
Well, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Believe it because it's true. You sit back like the Queen of Egypt while I'm the one who's always in the driver's seat. I'm like your private chauffeur. We go to the mall, we go to the clubhouse, we go to lunch. You name it, there I am, ready to pick you up. And I don't even have a nice car. I drive this piece of crap, the shittiest car imaginable. It's on its last legs. You can hear me screeching down the block a mile and you have a brand new Beamer sitting at home. God forbid you take it out, then go to work. Other than to go to work, God forbid.
You see the weather? It's like zero visibility. I can't take my car out in this weather.
Oh,
Really?
but that idiot can. And now my coat is absolutely ruined, whatever the stuff I got on, it's smog or whatever the hell it is. It'll cost an arm and a leg to get it out. What am I going to do?
Look, it isn't smog.
What is it then?
Not smog. Smog is a word for pollution or fog or gas or something anyway.
Are you seriously giving me a vocabulary lesson? I don't care what the word smog means. The point is, you know what the hell I meant when I said it.
Well, I told you I have someone who can almost probably get it out.
Yeah, so not worth it. Should have blessed your ass home. And how long does it take for these cops to get here anyway? How long have we been waiting?
I could call the local precinct again.
Don't call them again, it'll only make them slower.
Well, it could be any minute
Yeah,
now.
any minute.
I'm sorry your coat got ruined, Louise, but I really know someone who I think can help save it. I hope, anyway.
By the time we get to the person you say you know, it'll be one with the fabric, and by then it's too late to save it.
Oh, Louise, because I told you that I would push the car while you steered. I told you.
You was like a little girl, like a real delicate flower. I mean, come on. Get behind the car and push.
I was trying my
You
hardest.
couldn't even get the car to rock a little. And the wheels were spinning like crazy.
Will you please stop a
At
race?
least I was getting the car to move.
Until you slipped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, how's your knee?
It's busted. I'm so upset. I just wanted to pick you up and have some wine and smoke and watch some TV and black and white movies and chill out. Why is my life filled with dramatic episodes? Why can't it be a funny sitcom instead?
As soon as the cops are here, they'll fish us out, they'll find us a better parking spot, and we will...
Bring your car more
No,
often.
we're gonna smoke our brains out, okay? We're gonna
Oh,
smoke
that
our
too,
brains
yeah.
out. Yeah, we'll get your coat fixed up, we'll do everything that we want to do for you.
And bring your car.
Okay, I will.
Like the next 10 rides is all you.
10 rides? All right, I really don't care.
I don't care. If it's the end of days, you're driving, you know.
Okay, whatever.
And you don't even give me gas money. It's like your arm is really short and you can't reach the cash to get to me. And you aren't capable of just, throwing a 10 spot at me once in a while. So I pay for it and I drive anywhere for us.
Is there anything else I can do to please you?
No.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I see the police cars. I think I see them. The
Oh,
lights.
yeah. Oh, can barely see with all the snow. Yeah, it's them. Hey,
Oh,
hey.
God, Arlene.
We're right here. We're right here.
Great. When they get us out, do you think we can make it to your place?
Oh, let's try. Wouldn't that be great? Just have some wine and a good movie. Wouldn't you like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
You are such a
And
good
so are
friend.
you. Friends
Oh, my
forever.
God. Oh, here you go. Goodbye.
Let's tune in as two old men sit and talk on a park bench. Here are Don and Bernie in I'm Not Rappaport.
Okay, where was I? Where the hell was I? What were we talking about? I was going to make an important point here. What were we talking about?
We wasn't talking, you was talking.
Okay, what was I saying?
I wasn't listening either. You were doing everything by yourself.
Well, why weren't you listening?
Because you're a goddamn liar, and I'm not listening to you anymore. It's been 2 days since I've listened to you.
Stop pretending to read. You can't read anything.
Hey, how about you go sit with those old dudes over there in front of the welfare hotel? Them odd butterbrains, the babies at the carousel, those kids at the boat, some of those junkie folks yonder. Why don't you go mess with them? Because I'm not talking to you anymore. Putting you on notice of that. You may as well have been talking to that tree over there.
It's not a tree, it's a lamppost.
Sitting here a week, ain't heard a word of truth out of you, shucking me every which way till the sun comes down.
I demand an explanation of that statement.
Okay, wise ass. Are you or are you not an escaped Cuban terrorist?
I am not.
Okay, and your name ain't Hernando?
Absolutely not.
So it's a lie.
It's a cover story. In my line of work, you gotta have a cover story.
Are you saying?
All I'm saying that in my field, you gotta have a cover story. That's more than I can say at this time.
Honey bun, you're saying you're a spy?
I'm saying my name is Hernando, and I'm an escaped Cuban terrorist.
What kind of weird bullshit cover story is that?
Don't you think that's what I told them? I said to them, I'm an 81-year-old Lithuanian, an escaped Cuban spy named Hernando? That's right, they said. Tough luck, sweetheart. Yours not the reason why. That's how they talk. Of course, you didn't believe them. You think I believe them? Such dopes. But it's a living. I beg you not to inquire further.
But why are they picking old?
Do I know? You tell me. A year ago, I was standing on the Medicaid line. A fella comes up to me, and boom, I'm undercover.
Oh, Lord.
Who knows? Maybe they got something. They figure nobody pays attention to an old man. I could wander through the world like a ghost, picking up tidbits. Yeah. Maybe they got something, but I tell you, they screwed up the cover story. All I know is that every month, 1,000 bingos are added to my Social Security check.
Bingos?
Bingos, dollars, cash. It's a word we use in the business. Please, don't inquire any further. Please, I'm not at liberty to say. Okay, they gave me a code name, Harry.
Harry?
Harry Schwartzman.
What's your real name?
Sam Schwartzman. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They got an imaginative crew there, huh? They have some geniuses. What the hell? 1,000 bananas in your Social Security every month. That you don't ask a lot of questions.
Best not. Best not. So, you ever pick up any information?
Are you kidding? Sitting on a bench all day with a man who can't tell a tree from a light post? Not a shred. Fact is, I think they got me in what you call deep cover. You see, they got me in deep cover. They keep you in this cover for 5, 10 years. They keep you there till you're like this person in the neighborhood. And then boom, they pick you up for the big one. Considering my age and general health conditions, they're not too great. But snack time.
Deep cover. I heard of that.
Here's half a sandwich, lettuce and tomato. You can take half.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Yeah, come 3 o'clock, there's nothing better than a nice fresh tuna fish sandwich. Chris.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You did it again to me. You done it. Promised myself I wouldn't let you, and you done it again. Deep cover. Harry Schwartzman. Bingos. You done it again.
It was nice. It was a nice long story.
That's
it lasted
it.
a long time.
That's it. No more, mister.
Please, control yourself.
No more conversing. Conversing is over. No more riffing me. No more. Move it away, boy. Move it away. This is my spot.
And sir, I was merely...
Get off my spot before I lay you out.
Your spot? What makes this your spot? Show me the plaque that says
It's
it's your
right
spot.
there. Right here, boy. You read them hands. Study them hands. Those hands were Golden Gloves summer of 1924. This is my spot, been my spot for 6 months, my good peaceful spot till you show up a week ago, start playing 3-card monkey with my head. When you gone, Sonny, giving you three to make dust, coming out on 3. 1.
Wait, a brief discussion.
Sound of the bell, I'm coming out. You won't hear it, but I will. 2.
How are you going to hit me if you can't see me?
I dropped Billy D'Amato in the 6th round with both eyes swollen. I just kept punching till I heard head crunching.
Please, this is an embarrassing demonstration.
Okay, coming out. Coming out for you. Prepare yourself, mister. Prepare yourself.
Sir, you have a depressing personality and terrible attitude.
Oh, shit.
Mister, what's the matter? Don't move.
I know.
You could have broke something.
I know. Never fall down. Never fall down.
Last of the Red Hot Lovers, featuring Charlie and Ava. Here is Edna, the skit's director.
Barney has been married for 27 years to Myrna and has decided he needs to spice up his life with other women. He has a restaurant and has met several women there recently and invited them up to his mother's apartment. I'll start over. Barney has been married for 27 years to Myrna and has decided he needs to spice up his life with other women. He has a restaurant and has met several women there recently and invited them up to his mother's apartment. So far, no spice has been added. Today, he is expecting Bobby, an aspiring actress.
Mom?
She's not here.
Harriet? It's me, Barney. Yeah, I'm still at Bloomingdale's. Did my wife, Myrna, call? You told her I was at Bloomingdale's, right?
Okay, there's a madhouse here. I'll be back to the restaurant by about 5 o'clock. Have to run now. Bye. Ring, ring.
Oh, there must be something wrong with the door. Hello, here I am.
Hello, Bobby. How are you? Can I take your things?
Yes, here.
Well, it's hot in here. Why don't you take off your jacket?
Well, this is my lucky jacket. I never take it off. When I go to auditions, I get the part. Did you get shorter?
Shorter? Since yesterday?
Oh. Well, oh, now I remember. How silly of me. The other way. How silly of me yesterday. I was wearing flats. It was a long walk to your restaurant. Today I went to the audition, so I am wearing heels. That's why I am taller. Oh, I love this apartment. Is this where you wrote those sea stories you were telling me about? I'd love to hear one.
Well, you did hear one. In the menu. Remember? Sweet, savory swordfish steak, swimming in salivary succulence.
Oh, that is charming. Great meat.
Well, that's the idea. They call it alliteration.
Oh, is that what you learned in college?
No, I didn't go to college. I went right from the Army to my father's seafood restaurant. I was always hoping to be a radio writer, but my father died and I had to take over the restaurant. And then television killed radio. I don't think my writing would go over on television. I don't write visual, I write for the ear. Sweet, succulent swordfish steak. And anyway, I still get a kick out of doing the menus. Did you see the one I did on flaming Florentine flounder?
I knew this writer in California. Registered weirdo. Demented. I mean, the things he wanted me to do.
Well, like what?
Well, I can't tell you. I told my analyst and he went into cardiac arrest.
You mean the things you did together or alone?
If I tell you that this man had his teeth sharpened, can you fill in the rest?
His teeth? Oh my God. Ooh, did you ever do any of them? The things he wanted?
Oh, no, I had to do some of them. Otherwise, I was afraid he might try to kill me.
He actually forced you to do some of those things?
You play it cool with a man who has his teeth sharpened.
Well, oh my God.
Did you shave off your mustache?
I never had a mustache.
Oh, I thought you had a mustache. In fact, I was sure you had a mustache. Now, who could I be thinking of that had a mustache? Oh! Did you ever see that man standing there in front of the building?
Oh yeah, I see him all the time. He's the doorman.
You are so sweet. I meet so many vicious men in my business. Are you married?
Yep, 27 years.
That's why you're so sweet. Married men are never vicious. They're too guilty. Oh, except for this one married man. Oh, he was vicious, but please don't ask me about him because this is an experience I want to forget.
Well, I can understand that.
He was an important politician, madly in love with me. I met him at the home of this little short producer. Now I remember, he was the one with the mustache. He kidnapped my dog.
The producer with the mustache?
You really must listen.
I'm listening.
The politician, we will call him Mr. T. He kidnapped my tiny Lhasa Apso. My dog loves me. He knows the way home. He's obviously being held against his will.
Well, obviously. Did you call the police?
Oh, the police were there in on it. What is it, you don't believe me?
I do. As I tell you. And if you tell me that an important political bigwig kidnapped your dog, I accept that.
And did you ever wonder why I was never on Law and Order? Who stopped them from hiring me?
Sounds like Mr. T to me.
And can you answer this one? I had my nightclub back all ready to go. And 5 minutes before the show, someone stole the piano.
Must have been the same people who got away with stealing your dog. I think I need a drink.
Smoking is better.
But I don't smoke.
Well, neither do I. Not cigarettes, at least. But,
Is that marijuana?
doctor's orders for medicinal purposes. I can't swallow pills.
Well, I wouldn't want to deprive you of your medication.
Try it?
No, not now. I've got to get back to the restaurant by 5.
Try it.
I don't have time. I can't even close my eyes. All right, just one.
You're not inhaling.
I will. Oh my God. Oh, my tongue is paralyzed. I'm never going to talk again. I don't feel my heart. What the hell happened to my heart?
Let it all hang out.
It's hanging out. Here I go. I don't know where I'm going. Woo! Oh.
Did I ever tell you about this manish writer in California?
The dog napper or the teeth sharpener?
I was madly in love with him. You know what love, I can tell.
Many years ago, I was involved with an older woman in Newark.
How long did it last?
15 minutes or so. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Hi, Myrna. Sorry I'm late. Are you in the mood for a tryst tonight? Yes, a tryst.
I don't know, Charlie in that last bit was too experiential, what did he say? But too real. Sing is from a musical in chorus line. If you notice in your programs, it says cats. Well, if you also notice lately that all you see around are advertisements for the movie Cats. Well, shamelessly, we accepted their advertising offer, and we put it in the program. The show is about performers auditioning for a new musical to be written using their stories. The scene is called Sing. The title is misleading, as you'll see. And here, Al and Sandy are accompanied by Beanie Lashin on the piano. Christine, you're next. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, tell her how you got started.
I don't know again. Okay. Where did you for the Canal walk? Chorus line? My family was very musical, so there was always singing at home. My mother, my sister, my brother harmonized. My dad gave me piano lessons, made me practice, but the movie theater was on my block. Oh, and we watched some musicals all the time. And there was this actress, blonde hair, freckles, and she sang. She was so beautiful.
Doris Day.
Yeah, Doris Day was in the musicals. I wanted to be Doris. Sorry, I'm really nervous.
You need a minute or two to pull yourself together.
Yeah, for her, this is together.
I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be Doris Day, except that I had this little
Problem.
See, I really couldn't
Sing.
I could never really
Sing.
What I couldn't do was
Sing.
I have trouble with it.
No.
It goes round and round. It's terrifying.
Song.
See, I really couldn't hear which note was lower, which was which is why I disappear. If someone says, let's start up. Hey, when I begin to shriek, it's a cross between a quiver or a moan. It's a little like a croak or the record player hitting myself. What it doesn't have is I know you're thinking, what a crazy but I really couldn't. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do was
Sing. 3 blind mice.
3 blind mice. It isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. It really blows my mind.
She gets depressed.
But what I lack in pitch, I make up for in
Power.
all my friends say that I'm perfect for the shower. I'm still not terrific at that.
Key.
My fingers fly like I'm a birdie on the wing. But when I begin to chirp, they say, who's the little twerp? Who's going long instead of ping? And when Christmas comes and all my friends go, it's so disheartening, it's so discouraging, it's so disquieting. Dearie, please stop answer.
Ring.
But I really couldn't.
Sing.
I could never really.
Sing.
What I couldn't do was
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
la,
La. Sing.
Well, that kind of brings us to the end of the evening. I want to bring everybody up on stage. Not you guys, you were in the top. Gloria. I want to thank Loretta's mistress for helping out with our stage management tonight. Beanie Lashin on the piano, always joining me. And clearly, all your neighbors want it. I don't think so. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We certainly invite any of you with any kinds of, you don't even need any talent.
Or fewer.
To join us on the first Tuesday of the month with Acting Up. We have a good time, and we can always enjoy additional people. There's a few people who couldn't make it because of scheduling issues and things like that, who couldn't be in this year's show, but who knows? Next year we'll come up with something else. Thanks for joining us. It's dessert time.